Moody will start the second half. We had mentioned Trayce Jackson-Davis has been kind of physically beat up the last couple games. Moses Moody missing that three, and Looney.
I hurt my pinky finger, and it's just annoying. It's so small. You're in the G League, you're grinding, so you don't want to let it make you sit out a game for a pinky, but it hurts.
Moody, little mid-range. So I'll tell you what, 7 straight games in double figures for Moses Moody. First time in his career.
Big. Stringing games together, finding consistency. That's all you want, especially as a young player in this league.
Skip pass to Collier, and Wiggins with the foul. And Eubanks. Collin Sexton had 20 of their 51 in the first half. And Sexton has not pulled off 23 on 10 of 13 shooting.
That's another assist for Collier off his creation. He's getting inside. You just putting it up there too easy. You got to go a little stronger, jump into the defender.
Buddy Hield, even the open threes right now. Buddy is just out of rhythm shooting threes. 0 for 3 tonight. Sensible. I want this game to be closer than it needs to be. You were playing with a 15-point lead after you dug out of that 10-point deficit. But Jazz have opened nicely here in the third.
I can tell they're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
No Steph, no Draymond, no Kuminga. Where the Warrior points come from. Moody beat the shot clock buzzer off glass, and Wiggins with the rebound. The extra opportunity, shot clock at 3. Schroeder rimming it in.
His body to get it up over the front of the rim, but his defender was just kind of sitting behind the screen, indecisive, so he took advantage.
Schroeder 15, Sexton 23. The battle continues. Eubanks. That Walker Kessler is their starter, but Eubanks, what is, you take him as a reserve big all day?
He's serviceable.
Moody breaking the paint, setting up Wiggs nicely. That's beautiful.
It's the right decision. You made the defense work because you drove. You didn't let your guy off the hook. Unselfishness.
Collier, Moody was stalking him, couldn't get that shot off. Here comes Sexton again. Set up Eubanks.
Yeah, they're switching those in a tough position where he has to help up and then try to get back. It's not going to happen.
And Eubanks is 6 of 7 getting spoon-fed on those dunks. Schroeder sneaking in. Schroeder is on the baseline.
It's been a challenging season in that way. There's been injuries, guys in and out. How do you find any continuity, consistency?
It's going to be a lot of Podziemski here because without Steph and Schroeder, you don't really have a point guard. Buddy Hield missing that 3. Buddy is 1 of 6 and 0 for 4 on threes. You also had Schroeder dealing with Sexton, and so Wiggins slides to take him. Sets the ball, banking it out. Moody is fouled.
They need what it takes to keep them out of the paint.
You're hoping for Schroeder that is not significant because you play OKC and play Phoenix. You got a bunch of games coming up. Wiggins 3 points.
They're finding ways to get in the paint and just kick it out after the defense collapsed on the drives. Think about Schroeder too. He was always in when Steph was out.
Right.
He was that guy.
Inside help, Buddy Hield, but
is it going down? Oh no. Collier. Able to, Brandon Podziemski raised his hand there. He didn't keep his discipline, tried to kind of gamble.
Quentin Post to GP2 in. Moody off the slice cut to lay it up and just laid on iron there. Yeah, Collier's got a lot of wiggle to him. Otter big to Filipowski, right back to him. That's nice.
To Filipowski when they probably really didn't need to. You just needed one guy up there.
How do the Warriors run the offense really without a true point guard? Podziemski plays so well with Steph and Schroeder, but Brandon
was on the defensive end. Like that's where.
Well, I think for Quentin Post, where he said, when I came in the game,
different.
Joined him, and then obviously Steph gave him a ride home after a road trip. Dennis is back on the bench. I do like what Quentin Post said, yeah, we landed at 2:30. Everybody had left. I couldn't get an Uber, and Steph said, I'll give you a ride. And, you know, people ask Steph about it. He goes, rookies should not be talking about everything. It's from the corner.
That just shows you what kind of guy Steph is, man. He's like everybody else kind of was leaving and Steph was the last guy there. He's like, you know, I got you, bro. You take care of me.
But he healed attacking, and he had Filipowski and Potter are defending the rim pretty well. High loop from deep. Buddy, good box out there, and that allowed Post to get that rebound. 10-point lead in the ball. It's good to see Schroeder on the bench. I don't know if he's able to come back in the game. He's setting up GP2. Short on that three. Gary made 2 threes against the Lakers, though.
He did.
And double figures in that game.
Above the break threes, too. Usually likes those corners.
What do you think if they ever just let the three-point line be above the break and got rid of the corner?
I would not shoot corner threes, but I don't really think that would make guys shoot less threes. I just think guys would just move to above the break.
Be interesting.
You think it'd make guys shoot less threes?
I don't know. I mean,
but those were above the break threes.
I know, you're right. You're right.
That would be a monster change, a huge change.
8-point lead in the ball. Quentin Post. Dropping in. And once he takes are good.
Yeah.
They're the ones that should be taken.
In rhythm. His form looks so good. That elbow is straight.
GP2 kind of hounding Sexton. Quentin Post switched out on him. You have Filipowski edge out Quentin Post in that battle. From seeing a guy?
Yeah, for sure. You get used to seeing guys, or you've kind of done film study on certain guys in college, and you're like, great news. I don't have to do as much film study on this guy now. I've seen him a lot. I've already read the scouting report. I know what his game is.
Fronting Quentin Post there. Good job, Colin Sexton. Podziemski took some contact, but wasn't able to sell it. Keith Santos. They went with a one-hand skip. Keith Santos setting up Quentin Post. Shot clock at 3. GP2 is going to send that down. Key, I'm not 6'6".
Right. That's his mentality, though. Expand his game a little bit. Some of the above-the-break threes, attacking from outside.
And because he does always work inside, and Kalena mentioned he'll also step out and hit threes.
Listen, his heart is 7 feet tall. He's holding it. You're being tested. Can you keep your positivity here?
We tried those jackets on.
How about just how we were modeling those the other night?
Podziemski stays in a 10-point game. Patty Mills missing that three. Podziemski with the rebound.
And both teams in the bonus now. Who can take advantage of that?
Keith Santos could take advantage of that. He's going.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
That's one thing. Yeah, those guys, that's real unselfishness, because you get no stat for that. He made one, missed the second.
But that's knowing the game. Hey, if I wall this guy off, he's going to get all the way to the rim.
He's done that before, too.
Keontae George and
a little frightening. Yeah, skateboarder. He said all the skateboarding he used to do growing up helped him learn how to fall the right way.
It's an elite level of soccer, too, just like Steve Nash, too.
But I'm just talking about, like, falling right. As much as he's going to fall, he's going to hit the ground a good amount of times. If you don't know how to fall, you're going to get hurt probably a lot. That might have helped him there a little bit.
Podziemski from deep. Keith Santos tipped it.
But I love the way he was asking Steph, I think, about the seat or something.
Yeah, why do you like that seat? You always sit in that seat.
Well, it's
difference is shooting the ball, because Utah had 53% in points off turnovers.
And that's what the Jazz struggle with. 30th in turnovers.
Podziemski rebound number 5. Lowry Markkanen not playing. He's got a back issue, so they don't have him play on back-to-backs.
And Warriors have actually guarded Markkanen well in the past.
Wiggins missing there. Podziemski. Jazz came in with 10 wins, but they've lost 9 of 10. And they have
These are opportunity games to bring to the table. Can you?
I thought Jordan Clarkson, even not in uniform, might still score. I mean, he is one of my favorite microwave scorers off the bench in the entire NBA.
He gave the Bucks some problems last night.
He did. Had 3 threes in a row and made that game interesting. And Schroeder misses there. And Looney blocking Keontae George.
He just kept working.
It's an important trip down. The lead is trimmed to 8. Inside 2 minutes remaining in the third. Podziemski got contact.
Love getting when to drive, not letting the defense off the hook. 15 of 17.
Hey, Brandon, a ton of them while he was hurt.
Yeah, and the Jazz get to the free throw line on the season much more than the Warriors, so that's good.
Podziemski 75% of the season, and Making all 4 tonight. Sometimes you have to trust that your big
focus stats. The Warriors have done a great job just taking care of the ball, not fouling a ton. Collier. They haven't had like a ton of mental lapses in this game.
Utah trimming it to 7. Warrior lead had been 15. Looney tic-tac-toe. Santos.
But you don't want to let the game get too soft when you start calling those flicks.
As the finish of the final minute of the third. Collier skip pass. Mahailu sidestep 3.
Tough time getting out. He had a long way to go.
Utah is here. Wiggins had drawn all that attention. And
that was big.
Dennis has 18. Deontay George on the flip back. Mahailu, same spot, different result. Guy Santos, good box out. A 9-second game shot clock difference. Can't quite freeze out the third. But I said, now wait a minute. The dunk over went back.
You set him up. You want to lay one up for Podziemski to knock it out of the park again like he did in batting practice.
So that's the thing.
I'm going to get him next time, though. I got him figured out.
Collier down the... Now the Warriors can play for one here. Podziemski hit the 2 free throws. And by 11 at halftime. So they're at 9 right now. Final 3 seconds. Schroeder down the lane. Laying it up and out. And a good contest.